Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today, we're diving into Losing My Virginity, the autobiography of Richard Branson, the flamboyant founder of the Virgin Group. This isn't just a story about business, it's a roller coaster ride through a life lived on the edge, full of daring adventures, risky ventures, and an unwavering belief in the power of the human spirit. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore the mind of one of the most iconic entrepreneurs of our time. Branson's story begins with a childhood filled with unconventional challenges, set by his equally unconventional parents. From being left to find his way home across fields at the age of 4 to cycling 50 miles to Bournemouth before he was 12, Branson's upbringing fostered a sense of independence, resourcefulness, and a healthy disregard for the ordinary. This unconventional approach to parenting shaped his approach to business and life. His mother, Eve, was a force of nature, always hustling, making tissue boxes, and finding creative ways to make money. His father, Ted, though quieter, was inventive and supportive. This family dynamic taught Branson the value of hard work, creativity, and the importance of family support. The seeds of Branson's entrepreneurial spirit were sown early on. His failed Christmas tree farm and budgerigar breeding business weren't financial successes, but they provided valuable lessons about real-world math and the importance of adapting to unforeseen circumstances. The Christmas tree endeavor taught him about calculating growth and profit, while the budgerigar business showed him the dynamics of supply and demand, albeit with an unexpected intervention by rats, or so he thought at the time. Branson's rebellious streak, inherited from both sides of his family, found an outlet at Stowe School. Frustrated by outdated rules and a rigid structure, he and his friend Johnny Gems founded Student Magazine. This venture, initially aimed at challenging school norms, became Branson's first real foray into the world of business. The magazine's success wasn't just editorial, it was a testament to Branson's burgeoning talent for sales and promotion, evident in his ingenious tactics for securing advertising from major companies. His negotiation skills were honed during this period, skills that would serve him well in later ventures. He also learned the importance of surrounding himself with talented people who could complement his weaknesses and amplify his strengths. The evolution from Student Magazine to Virgin mail-order records was a natural progression. Seeing a gap in the market for discounted records, Branson capitalized on students' readership and his growing network. The postal strike of 1971 forced another pivotal moment, the opening of the first Virgin Records shop on Oxford Street. This wasn't just a retail space, it was a haven for music lovers, offering a relaxed atmosphere, cheap records, and a welcoming vibe that stood in stark contrast to the stuffy, formal record stores of the time. The Manor Studio, a country house converted into a recording studio, was another example of Branson's vision. He saw an opportunity to create a more relaxed and creative environment for musicians, a place where they could escape the pressures of conventional studios. This vision paid off when Mike Oldfield, a young musician struggling to find a label, brought his unique sound, later known as Tubular Bells, to the Manor. The album's phenomenal success, propelled by a pivotal broadcast on John Peel's radio show, not only launched Virgin Music, but also cemented Branson's reputation as a risk-taker willing to bet on unconventional talent. The decision to pursue a pressing and distribution deal with Island Records, rather than a conventional licensing agreement, was a bold move that paid off handsomely and further solidified Virgin's position in the music industry. Branson's relationship with his cousin, Simon Draper, was critical to Virgin Music's success. Draper's deep understanding of music and his impeccable taste shaped the label's identity, attracting a loyal following of music lovers and establishing Virgin's reputation as a tastemaker. This hip image, carefully cultivated by Draper, was a key differentiator in a market dominated by mainstream labels. The Sex Pistols, a band notorious for their rebellious attitude and shocking lyrics, were another turning point for Virgin. Signing them after they were dropped by EMI and A&M was a risky but ultimately successful move that catapulted Virgin into the public eye and redefined the label's image. The subsequent legal battle over the Nevermind the Bollocks album cover, with its infamous Bollocks title, was another example of Branson's willingness to challenge authority and his knack for turning controversy into publicity. While Virgin music flourished, Branson faced personal turmoil. His marriage to Kristen Tomasi ended, and he began a relationship with Joan Templeman, a woman who would later become his wife. Their relationship, initially complicated by Joan's marriage, eventually blossomed into a lifelong partnership. Joan's practicality, groundedness, and unwavering support became a stabilizing force in Branson's chaotic life. Branson's adventurous spirit extended beyond the boardroom. His pursuit of the Blue Riband, a prestigious award for the fastest Atlantic crossing, was a testament to his love of challenges and his competitive nature. The near-disastrous first attempt in Virgin Atlantic Challenger, followed by the triumphant victory in Virgin Atlantic Challenger 2, highlighted his resilience, determination, and ability to learn from setbacks. Hot air ballooning became another passion. Branson's attempts to cross the Atlantic and Pacific were not only thrilling adventures, but also powerful metaphors for his business philosophy. Pushing boundaries, embracing risk, and never giving up, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. His near-death experiences during these flights reinforced his appreciation for life and his commitment to living it to the fullest. The decision to take Virgin Group public in 1986 was a double-edged sword. While it provided much-needed capital, it also brought the pressures of shareholder expectations and the short-term focus of the city. Branson's subsequent decision to take the company private again in 1988, after the stock market crash, reflected his preference for long-term vision and his discomfort with the constraints of public ownership. The sale of Virgin Music to Thorn EMI in 1992 was a painful but necessary decision, driven by the financial pressures on Virgin Atlantic. It was a testament to Branson's willingness to make tough choices to protect the wider Virgin Group. The sale also freed up capital for Branson to pursue new ventures, and most importantly, it allowed him to focus on his battle with British Airways. The Dirty Tricks campaign waged by British Airways against Virgin Atlantic was a defining moment in Branson's career. Faced with a powerful and ruthless competitor, he refused to back down, fighting for fair competition and ultimately winning a landmark libel case. This victory not only vindicated Virgin Atlantic, but also highlighted Branson's courage and his unwavering belief in justice. The post-Virgin music era saw a flurry of new ventures. Virgin Cola, Virgin Money, Virgin Trains, Virgin Megastores, and even Virgin Brides reflected Branson's diverse interests and his willingness to challenge established players in a variety of industries. These ventures, some successful, some not, were all driven by a common theme: offering consumers a better deal, challenging convention, and having fun. Branson's commitment to social and environmental causes grew stronger over time. His humanitarian efforts during the Gulf War, his work with AIDS charities, his support for the Peace Parks Foundation, and his passionate advocacy for action on climate change reflected a growing sense of social responsibility and a desire to use his influence for good. The launch of Virgin Unite and the Virgin Earth Challenge were further evidence of his commitment to tackling global issues. Branson's relationship with Nelson Mandela, a figure he deeply admired, was a source of inspiration. Mandela's wisdom, courage, and unwavering belief in humanity resonated with Branson, reinforcing his own commitment to social justice and his belief in the power of the human spirit. Throughout his life, Branson has surrounded himself with talented and dedicated people. He has empowered them to take risks, encouraged them to think outside the box, and fostered a culture of fun and innovation. This approach, unconventional as it may seem, has been a key ingredient in Virgin's success. Some of Branson's adventures, like his round-the-world ballooning attempts and his near-death experiences, show the importance of taking calculated risks and learning from failures. The book also explores the complex relationship between personal ambition, business success, and social responsibility. Branson's willingness to challenge convention, his knack for turning adversity into opportunity, and his unwavering belief in the power of the human spirit are all key takeaways. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.